What happens when you step onto an island and never return? On Kenya's Envaitenet, the island of no return, two researchers signaled their safety each night until the lights went out for good. In the Aral Sea, Barsa Kelmes lived up to its name when people vanished and came back months later, believing only days had passed. Could forces like magnetic fields or time distortions be at work? Let's uncover 15 real-world mysteries that continue to defy all explanation. Around 125 miles from Vienna, near the village of Tragos in Styria, lies Grüner See, or Green Lake, a seasonal alpine marvel at the foot of the Hochschwab Mountains. In autumn and winter, it's a peaceful meadow with walking trails and benches. But when spring arrives, snow melt from the Alps floods the area, submerging the park under ice-cold, crystal-clear water. By May and June, the lake reaches its peak depth of around 12 meters, or nearly 40 feet. This short-lived transformation attracts divers eager to explore a submerged park, complete with underwater paths and trees. The water's clarity is remarkable, with visibility stretching up to 100 meters. However, temperatures remain frigid, ranging between 4 and 8 degrees Celsius or 39 to 46 degrees Fahrenheit. This natural phenomenon, lasting just a few weeks, creates a surreal and unexplained landscape that blurs the line between land and lake. A reminder that even familiar terrain can hold astonishing secrets. Just when you think nature can't surprise you more, what if there's a place where life evolved without sunlight, and the air itself could kill you? Beneath the fields of Dobruja, near Mangalia in southeastern Romania, lies Movile Cave, sealed off from the world for over 5 million years. Discovered in 1986 during geothermal drilling, it wasn't explored until 1990, when biologist Christian Laskew entered and uncovered one of the strangest ecosystems on Earth. Inside, oxygen levels drop as low as 7%, while carbon dioxide reaches 2.5%. The air is laced with methane, hydrogen sulfide, and ammonia, an atmosphere fatal to humans. Yet life thrives. More than 30 unique species have been found, including blind spiders, centipedes, and leeches, all evolved in total darkness, cut off from the surface. These creatures rely on chemosynthesis, not sunlight, to survive. To protect this alien environment, access is restricted. The cave is sealed, and only 3 researchers may enter at a time, fully suited in protective gear. Movile Cave remains one of Earth's most isolated biospheres, a living relic of deep time and a scientific mystery that challenges our understanding of life itself. From the depths of the Earth to the mysteries of time, what if stepping onto an island could change how you experience it entirely? In southwestern Kazakhstan, around 200 kilometers from Uralsk, lies Barsa Kelmes, once an island in the Aral Sea, now a barren desert. In the 1920s, the area was used to breed rodents. By 1939, it became a nature reserve. But as the Aral Sea dried due to Soviet-era irrigation, Barsa Kelmes was left stranded in the salt flats, abandoned and lifeless. Its name means the place of no return, and eerie legends claim it lives up to it. Locals speak of people vanishing or returning after months, convinced only days had passed. One account tells of a reserve guard who disappeared, followed by a search team that returned 3 months later, believing they'd only been gone for 3 days. Scientists suggest geomagnetic anomalies or tectonic activity could explain these effects. Others believe it's due to restricted military zones nearby. Some even link the time distortions to extraterrestrial activity. Barsa Kelmes remains closed to the public, its mysteries buried in both folklore and classified history, a place where reality itself seems to bend. But not all mysteries are underground or lost in time. Some are right in front of us, twisting silently in the woods. On the Curonian Spit near Rybaki in Russia's Kaliningrad region, lies the Dancing Forest, an 800-meter stretch where pine trees twist into spirals, loops, and curves. The formations are so unnatural that the forest feels frozen mid-motion. A local legend tells of Pryanidna, a Christian maiden, who arrived by boat carrying only a harp. Captivated by her beauty, Prince Barsa agreed to convert to Christianity if she proved her faith. She played a divine melody in the woods, causing the trees to dance, only to stop, twisted in place, as the music faded. Scientists offer other explanations. One theory points to unstable sandy soil and strong coastal winds. Another involves the pine shoot moth, Rhiasionia boleana, whose larvae damage growing tips, forcing trees to develop twisted secondary trunks. Whether shaped by legend or biology, the dancing forest remains an unexplained spectacle, where folklore and science intertwine in the strangest way. Now, what if a place didn't need motion or sound to amaze? Just water, and a color that won't stay still. Before we continue, I have a special 10-second request for all of you listening. If you can help me in any way, just press the notification bell and hit that subscribe button. It means the world. It really supports this channel. And if you do that for me, I promise my team and I will do everything we can to make this show even better for you. Deal? Oui. Near the town of Bai on Japan's northern island of Hokkaido, the Blue Pond, or Aoike, continues to mystify scientists and captivate travelers. Located near Mount Tokachi, an active volcano, the pond formed unintentionally in 1988 after a dam was built on the Bai River to control mud flows caused by volcanic eruptions. Water from the Shirogane hot springs, mixed with river runoff, floods a section of forest. The result is striking. Pale tree trunks stand motionless in water that changes color from milky blue to emerald green, depending on the weather, light, and season. Experts believe the pond's unique color comes from aluminum hydroxide particles suspended in the water, which scatter sunlight. Despite research, the exact mechanism behind the ever-changing hue remains uncertain. In 2012, Apple featured a photo of the Blue Pond as the default wallpaper in its OS X Mountain Lion release, bringing global attention to this enigmatic site. To this day, it remains a rare blend of natural forces and man-made accident, and a mystery science has yet to fully explain. In northern Kenya, within the waters of Lake Turkana, once known as Lake Rudolph, lies a mysterious island called Envaitenet, meaning the island from which no one returns in the Turkana language. Spanning about 55 square kilometers, the island is feared by locals, including the Turkana and El Molo tribes, who refuse to go near it. In 1935, British geologist Vivian Fuchs led an expedition to the lake. Despite warnings, he sent two researchers, Martin Sheflis and Bill Dyson, to study the island. Each night they were to signal their safety by lighting lanterns. After several days, the lights stopped. A search was launched, but the men were never found. Years later, families from the El Molo tribe settled on the island. They soon vanished without a trace, leaving behind only empty huts. The island's eerie reputation is fueled by real disappearances and ancient warnings. Even today, no one lives there. Locals stay away and tourists keep to their boats, unwilling to test the island's name. If you were given a chance to step onto Envaitenet Island for 24 hours, with no guide, no signal, and no guarantee you'd return, would you take it? Why or why not? Let us know in the comments below. At the meeting point of the Catatumbo River and Lake Maracaibo in northwestern Venezuela, a rare weather phenomenon lights up the sky, the Catatumbo lightning. This region holds the world record for lightning activity, with over 1.2 million strikes per year and more than 250 flashes per square kilometer. The lightning occurs mainly between 7 p.m. and 4 a.m., with bursts reaching up to 28 strikes per minute. Bolts can stretch over 1 kilometer in length and are visible from as far as 400 kilometers, earning the title Lighthouse of Maracaibo, once used by sailors to navigate at night. Surprisingly, the lightning produces little sound, often due to distance and atmospheric conditions. Scientists attribute the phenomenon to a combination of warm Caribbean winds, cool air from the Andes, and methane emissions from nearby marshes, which enhance atmospheric conductivity. In 2010, lightning ceased temporarily during a drought, but later returned, still unexplained, still constant. To this day, Catatumbo lightning remains one of nature's most persistent and mysterious spectacles. What if you could swim between continents? Next up, we plunge into one of the clearest, coldest waters on Earth, between two worlds. In Iceland's Thingvellir National Park, a remarkable rift splits the Earth, the Silfra Fissure, where the North American and Eurasian tectonic plates drift apart by about 2 centimeters each year. Located within the Mid-Atlantic Ridge, this is one of the only places on the planet where you can physically stand, or swim, between two continents. The rift lies within Thingvallavatn, Iceland's largest natural lake. It formed as the plates pulled away, creating deep fissures through seismic activity, which occurs here several times a year. The Silfra Fissure reaches depths of up to 63 meters and is filled with glacial meltwater from the Langjökull Glacier. Filtered through volcanic rock for 2 to 3 decades, the water is so clear that visibility exceeds 100 meters, among the highest on Earth. Temperatures hover around 2 degrees Celsius, yet the water is drinkable straight from the source. Today, divers from around the world visit Silfra to float between continents in one of the most unique and pristine underwater environments on Earth. Ever seen a river split in two, only for half of it to disappear completely? Stay tuned. In Judge C.R. Magny State Park in northeastern Minnesota, the Brule River splits at a rocky outcrop, and half of it vanishes. One stream continues visibly over the falls, while the other plunges into a deep hole in the rock known as the Devil's Kettle, with no obvious outlet. For decades, researchers tried to trace the missing water by tossing in dye and floating objects, but none resurfaced. This baffling behavior sparked theories ranging from underground tunnels and lava tubes to black holes and mythical gateways. Then in 2017, hydrologist Jeff Green and the Minnesota Department of Natural Resources solved part of the mystery. By comparing water flow above and below the kettle, they confirmed that the volume remains consistent, meaning the water reemerges farther downstream. Still, the exact underground path remains unknown. While science proved the water doesn't disappear, the rock-hidden route through ancient volcanic basalt continues to puzzle geologists, keeping the Devil's Kettle one of North America's most intriguing natural enigmas. If rocks could sing, what tune would they play? The next location literally strikes a strange chord. In Ringing Rocks County Park, near Upper Black Eddy, Pennsylvania, lies a 7-acre field of boulders that has puzzled scientists for decades. When struck with a hammer, many of these diabase rocks, formed from ancient Jurassic lava flows, emit metallic, bell-like tones. Yet others stay silent, even though they appear identical. What makes this phenomenon more curious is that ringing stones often lose their tone when removed from the field. This suggests that their unique sound depends not only on their composition but also on their position, internal stress, and interaction with neighboring rocks. Formed roughly 180 to 200 million years ago, these boulders were later exposed by erosion and glacial movement. Scientists have proposed several theories, including iron-rich mineral content, resonant frequencies, and tensional stress trapped within the rock. Despite numerous studies, no definitive explanation has been found. The ringing rocks remain one of North America's most intriguing natural soundscapes, where geology and mystery strike a perfect chord. Now look up. The skies above one Norwegian valley have glowed for decades, and no one knows exactly why. Since 1981, residents of Hessdalen Valley in central Norway have reported strange lights in the sky, glowing orbs that hover, flash, or race silently across the landscape. These lights vary in color, size, and motion, sometimes lasting minutes, sometimes vanishing in seconds. In 1983, scientists launched Project Hessdalen, led by researchers from Østfold University College and international partners. Using instruments installed in the valley, they recorded spikes in electromagnetic and gamma radiation during light appearances. The phenomenon is most active in winter, often from 4 p.m. to 2 a.m., and seems linked to solar and magnetic activity. While UFO theories were dismissed, the leading hypothesis suggests the lights may be cold plasma caused by electrochemical reactions. Hessdalen's geology is key. The valley contains copper, zinc, and iron-rich rock, sulfur-laced river water, and radon gas emissions, all potential triggers. Despite decades of monitoring through the Hessdalen Automatic Measurement Station, the lights remain unexplained, a rare blend of science, mystery, and nature's hidden forces. If you saw glowing lights hovering silently in the sky for minutes at a time, would you trust the science or your instincts? What do you think is really happening in Hessdalen Valley? Let us know in the comments below, and don't forget to subscribe and follow the channel to discover more interesting things. Near Nelson, along the coast of Tasman Bay on New Zealand's South Island, lies the Boulder Bank, a striking natural formation stretching around 13 kilometers. Composed mainly of granodiorite boulders, it appears artificially constructed, yet it was shaped entirely by nature. The prevailing theory is longshore drift, where wave action slowly transports rock along the coast. The boulders likely originated from McKay Bluff and were carried southwest over thousands of years. However, many scientists question this, noting that Tasman Bay's wave energy may be too weak to move such large stones across such a distance. Adding to its significance, the Boulder Bank Lighthouse, also known as Nelson Lighthouse, was built in 1862 and still stands as one of New Zealand's earliest navigational aids. Despite decades of research, the exact formation process remains unclear. The Boulder Bank is not only one of the longest natural boulder ridges on Earth, it's also one of the least understood, standing as a rare example of geological mystery in plain sight. In northern Peru, near the town of Jaén in the San Martin region, archaeologists uncovered a remarkable site called Monte Grande. In 2010, locals discovered stone bas-reliefs and ceramics, prompting a major excavation. Beneath the mound lay a pyramid over 3,000 years old, built by a still unnamed pre-Chachapoya culture. This find challenged the belief that the Amazon lacked complex ancient societies. The pyramid had been rebuilt multiple times and was surrounded by residential structures and a stone wall about 2 meters tall, likely for protection. At the summit, researchers found a spiral-shaped platform, believed to have ceremonial significance. Nearby, a smaller pyramid held child burials, while snail shells were found in ritual contexts, including on human remains. Despite the site's scale, no writing system has been found, leaving its people's identity and disappearance unknown. Ongoing research, led by Peruvian archaeologists and institutions like UNTRM, continues to reveal that Monte Grande is not just a lost city, but a civilization hiding in the heart of the Amazon. From 615 to 683, K.N.H. Janab Pakal, also known as Pakal the Great, ruled the Maya city-state of Palenque in present-day Chiapas, Mexico. His reign brought political stability and monumental construction, including the iconic Temple of the Inscriptions, built as both a sanctuary and his future tomb. In 1952, archaeologist Alberto Ruz Lulilier, working with Mexico's National Institute of Anthropology and History, uncovered a hidden passage beneath the 9-tiered, 24-meter pyramid. It led to a vaulted tomb chamber measuring 9 by 4 meters, with a ceiling over 7 meters high. At its center lay a 15-ton limestone sarcophagus, surrounded by carvings of the 9 Lords of the Night and remains of 5 sacrificial victims. Inside, Pakal's body was adorned with jade jewelry, a funerary mask with obsidian eyes and a jade carving of the sun god K in its jaw. The sarcophagus lid, rich in symbolic imagery, continues to intrigue researchers and theorists alike, linking Pakal not only to divine ancestry but to one of the most mysterious burials in Mesoamerican history. And finally, what if the most fragile threads in nature were spun by fire itself? After eruptions of Kilauea volcano on the Big Island of Hawaii, fine golden strands known as Pele's hair often scatter across the landscape. These delicate filaments, sometimes reaching 50 centimeters in length, resemble human hair but are actually formed from volcanic glass. They originate when gas-rich basaltic lava erupts and cools rapidly in midair, stretching into thin, weightless threads. Carried by the wind, Pele's hair can travel far from the eruption site and settle in large quantities on surrounding terrain. Named after Pele, the Hawaiian goddess of volcanoes and fire, the strands hold cultural significance. Legends portray her as both a radiant woman with golden hair and a fierce force of destruction. Though symbolic, the threads are real and dangerous. Composed of amorphous silica, they are razor-sharp and hazardous to skin, eyes, and lungs, especially when damp. The U.S. Geological Survey classifies them as a volcanic hazard, warning against handling them without protective gear. Both scientifically fascinating and culturally sacred, Pele's hair is a rare reminder of the beauty and danger woven into volcanic power. If you enjoyed today's video, please give it a like and don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Your support means a lot to us. Click on the video that appears on your screen right now. I hope you'll love this content. Comment below about the next topic you'd like to see featured on our channel. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.
Thanks for being with us. Leave a comment, like to show your support, and remember to hit that subscribe button for more exciting videos. See you next time.